How is he?
See for yourself.
Rich, how you doing, buddy?
Now and forever.
What's that?
Now and forever.
Wait, I can't hear you. Let me turn on the light.
Now and forever, I'll show her I care. I'll find her. Well,
It's worse than I thought.
So I've been slowly covering the 90s Don Bluth films for a bit now, and next up on this marathon series is The Pebble and the Penguin. The story of a, well, penguin that wants to find a pebble to impress the woman he desires, as is tradition with the real flightless birds. One night, he ends up finding what he claims is the perfect pebble that falls from the sky like a comet. Unfortunately, due to an extremely over-the-top bad guy and, nature, he gets lost from his pack and with the help of a disgruntled penguin, has to go through an adventure to get back home and save his girl. If you watched my prior Don Bluth videos, you would know I didn't much care for Thumbelina and Rockadoodle was pretty awful, so what about this one? It's not bad. By no means is it perfect. Some of the characters are forgettable, and even some parts are a little strange, nor make any sense, but overall, it's okay. I will even go so far to say it's probably Bluth's most okay movie. Not good, not bad, just the most okay. Yet just like nearly all of Bluth's 90s films, it was a box office bomb and totally shit on by critics, but why?
only logical explanation, penguin haters.
They're around. The whole lot of them. Roger Ebert, notorious penguin hater. This movie, hated it. Happy Feet 2 called it thin soup. Pittsburgh Penguins hockey team? Well, he hated both the Mighty Ducks and Miracle, so I don't know. Clearly he doesn't like hockey either. Some of the things the critics said about this movie is the characters are flat, the animation looks unfinished, and the story is pretty bland. I think the problem is this movie was advertised and set up as a love story, and it's not. It's a buddy road trip movie. The movie starts off talking about the male penguins getting pebbles for their goyles and then going through mating, I guess?
You know, for kids.
But overall, the movie's not about that, even though it's, the title. It's about the relationship between fun-loving yet paranoid Hubie and grumpy tough guy Rocco, and how they have to work together to get Hubie back home to Marina. That's like saying a Goofy movie is a love story because Max likes Roxanne. Yes, the intent of Max's goal is to impress Roxanne, so it's motivated by love in that sense, but the theme of the movie is a buddy road trip in the relationship between Max and his father. The Pebble and the Penguin is no different in that sense. What is different this time is an actual bad guy, and who better to voice a bad guy in your 90s animated film than human cartoon character himself, Tim Curry. A menacing voice, a boisterous singing voice, a devilish laugh. You can't tell me this man has ever made a boring character. Drake reminds me a lot of Gaston, very burly and self-absorbed, even looking at himself in the mirror and tries to force a marriage with Marina. Funny. A character exactly like one from Beauty and the Beast, and then Tim Curry goes and plays Forte, the villain in Beauty and the Beast: The Enchanted Christmas. We're coming full circle on something here. Martin Short is great as the fumbling Hubie. He's a little manic, but I think that's how Martin Short plays all his characters, frankly. Have you seen Treasure Planet? He makes the character always stutter and trip over himself, but he's quite lovable and a nice protagonist nonetheless. Jim Belushi as Rocco plays your standard, always annoyed character, and as silly as it is, I do enjoy the dream they gave him that he wants to fly. It's a funny idea for kids, a penguin that could fly. Does it make sense in the end when he does get the ability to fly and even teach others to do so? No, but it's easy to suspend disbelief for this. I will say that if there's anyone forgettable in this, it would be Marina. She isn't very interesting. She's animated nicely, and Annie Golden does a fine voice acting job. More than I can say for you, Glenn Campbell, but she is no more than just a damsel in distress character, especially once the focus turns to Hubie and Rocco's adventure. I think they tried to make her out to be something more, but they didn't know what to do with her once Hubie was gone, so I'll take away points for a blah leading lady. The animation, however, I thought was nice. Critics say that it looks cheap. I mean, sure, they reuse some animation from the beginning and ending title sequences, but it really wasn't distracting by any means. Maybe because the setting of Antarctica is mostly white is what makes it look slightly unfinished, but they add some nice colors to the snow with pinks and greens to give it some depth. If they think that's a boring white, just wait till they read my dating profile. The movie also likes to utilize colored lighting a lot, especially during songs. The colors will constantly change depending on the mood during said song. Blue when things are sad, yellow when happy, or red for evil. It's not perfect, but it gives these character portions some personality. Even the landscapes look great. Again, it's Antarctica, so it's not like there's much besides ice and water, but from what they animate, I think it looks beautiful, and added with the score, it's even peaceful. Alright, you knew it was gonna have to come to this part. Let's discuss the songs. If you follow my channel, you know I'm very critical of songs. Disney is more or less the king of creating songs for their features, having the greats like Alan Menken and the Sherman Brothers making all-time classics. And I've dogged Don Bluth's feature songs, especially ones written by Barry Manilow, because they are pretty forgettable and the genres are all over the place. When it comes to this one, though, no, that doesn't change here. Probably the most memorable song is Now and Forever. Rightfully so, it's the main theme of the movie, playing in both the beginning and the end. But then Manilow keeps doing what he did in Thumbelina, which is having songs that are just so out of place. The biggest example? The Good Ship Misery. I will say this is probably the strangest part of the movie. It's very dismal and even a bit frightening. The song reminds me of that scene in The Brave Little Toaster when the junkyard was ready to die. It's dreary but also disorienting. Plus, what the fuck are you doing, Hubie? Don't Make Me Laugh has the sound of a normal villain song, but it's still pretty weird with a strange salsa number in the middle of it. If Tim Curry didn't sing it, I frankly wouldn't much care for it. Sometimes I Wonder sounds like it was made up on the spot, like Hubie does in the film. It's not great. Plus, it's sung twice. And Looks Like I Got Me a Friend is actually quite nice. It's cute, bouncy, reminds me of a fun duet show tune. Thank the producers. Overall, I'll say these songs aren't as forgettable as Rockadoodles, but not even up to par with the more memorable Thumbelina ones. So again, it's just okay. But in the end, was I entertained? And the answer is yeah. There are plenty of better animated films out there with much more memorable characters, songs, and story, obviously. But as a slight diversion to kill 74 minutes, there are worse things to watch. The songs aren't terrible, the characters are likable for the most part, and the animation isn't vomit. Even the intense portions can keep you interested, from the threats of killer whales and leopard seals to the final bout with Drake. Does it deserve the hate that it's gotten over the years? Absolutely not. But like I said with Thumbelina, Bluth is made better. No need to give this one the cold shoulder, but don't Pebble scramble to watch it immediately either. Well, what's next on my Don Bluth list? Ooh, a troll movie! I love the trolls! Sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. What? Not bad trolls?
I'm a bad troll, a very bad troll.
Yeesh. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tell me, are you a penguin hater? You can tell me in the comments below. Shh, it's okay, it's just between you and I. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, or enemies, I guess, and subscribe to my channel for more nostalgia look-backs, animation reviews, and anything else I can come up with. Thanks, everybody!